Today we are going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Lakeway, Texas. Let's jump right in. My name's Connor Olson. This is Living in North Austin YouTube channel. If you want to get in touch with me, learn about Austin area, my info is right there. So Lakeway is a suburb of Austin, Texas, and it's about 45 minutes to the west of Austin. It's called Lakeway because it's located on Lake Travis, which is the biggest lake near the Austin area. Lake Travis is the famous boating lake in the area. So if you ever have friends that want to go, spend a weekend on the lake, you're probably going to go to Lake Travis, which is going to bring me to my first pro, which is lake access. There's a ton of lake access. There's multiple spots to enter in and out of the lake. So the pro of Lakeway is the accessibility to the water sports. Pro number 2 is going to be natural beauty. Lakeway has a ton of water. They have Lake Travis and they have a lot of streams that also feed into Lake Travis. So it is one of the more beautiful areas of the city of Austin because of that. Pro number 3 is going to be high quality schools. The Lake Travis ISD is the school district for Lakeway, and it is a top rated school district within the whole city of Austin. So people come for, the beautiful nature, and they stay because they have a lot of great schools for their kids. Pro number 4 is going to be family friendly activities. Lakeway has a ton of things like playgrounds. They have youth sports leagues, like rec leagues is what they're called. So they have rec leagues, they have numerous golf courses. They just have a lot of activities that are great for families, but also kids specifically. So they have everything you might need in a community. So the family-friendly amenities is definitely a big perk of living in Lakeway. Pro number 5 is a close-knit community. Lakeway has multiple local events for the residents, like farmers markets and art shows and things that really create a sense of community within the neighborhood. Well, within the city, it's a city, it's not a neighborhood, but they just have a lot of local events that really attract people to come out, meet their neighbors, and really fosters that community type feeling that you can find there. Number 6 is proximity to Austin. It is about a 45-minute drive depending on traffic. So it could be, it's a medium-sized commute. But if you're looking to get some of these amenities like the water access, the better school districts, 45 minutes might be a good trade-off for you. It might be worth it to be in a beautiful spot, but also be able to commute to downtown in a relatively reasonable amount of time. Pro number 7 is safe environment. Lakeway is known for being one of the safest suburbs of Austin, so safety is a top priority there, and it definitely attracts residents to come to Lakeway and stay is the safety of the neighborhood. Is luxury living options. So there are a lot of luxury neighborhoods, luxury apartments, condos, homes. So Lakeway is known for having the higher end of homes throughout the whole city of Austin. And this goes all the way to the ultra luxury, which is homes, on the lake, multi-million-dollar homes, amazing views. But they also have, suburban homes, in a typical subdivision that are still much more expensive than the rest of the city of Austin, but compared to those extremely high-end homes, it's much more reasonable. But Lakeway is really known for being some of the highest priced properties outside of downtown Austin. Pro number 9 is going to be the golf courses. So Lakeway has multiple golf courses, they have multiple country clubs, and it really attracts the luxury living options, really attract having the private golf course options. So those two really fit hand in hand. There are several country clubs and a lot of people in the area take advantage of those golf amenities. Con number 1 is going to be the high price of property in Lakeway. So like I mentioned, it's one of the more luxury areas of the city of Austin. So obviously the first con is going to be it's more expensive. So the cost to live there is significantly higher than other places in the city of Austin. And just the average home there is more expensive. So you get less for your buck out in Lakeway. Con number 2 is going to be traffic. So there's only two major roads that really get you from Lakeway to downtown, and those frequently get backed up because there's a large number of people that are using those roads to get to downtown. So, you know, traffic can be a concern depending on where you're going and how frequently you're going. It's definitely something you need to look into before you make the move out to Lakeway. Con number 3 is limited nightlife. So Lakeway has some amazing restaurants. They have some really cool spots to eat, to to enjoy in the evenings, but they don't have other entertainment options. It's more of just like your typical suburb where they have, some really nice restaurants. They have some restaurant chains, but they don't have a lot of other entertainment options. So if you're someone that likes entertainment options, you might need to go to downtown Austin to find what you're looking for. The next con is limited transportation. They don't have a great bus route system in Lakeway. If you're moving to Lakeway, just assume that you need a car. It's quite a ways out there, and it'd just be more convenient to have a car. So if you're someone that needs public transportation, it's probably not going to be the best place for you. Our next con is going to be tourism traffic. So during the summer, a ton of people go to Lake Travis to get out of the heat. I mean, we're frequently in the hundreds for multiple months throughout the summer. So a ton of people go to the lakes, especially on the weekends, to escape the heat. So that's definitely a con, is fighting the traffic, fighting the people on the lake. So that's definitely something you need to know, where you're moving to, what's the proximity to different lake access points, and how is that going to impact your daily life. The next con is going to be limited retail diversity. So just like any suburb, there's not a ton of local shops. So you're going to be relying heavily on the big box stores. And if you want something local, you're just going to have to travel to Austin. It's not something particularly unique about Lakeway, but it is just something to consider. The next con is going to be wildlife encounters. So there's a ton of water. You're really close to the lake, and that brings a lot of animals out. So it's very common to see, different types of deer. And, I actually had a skunk running through my backyard 2 weeks ago. So it's common to see these strange animals that you typically wouldn't see. That's fine, but it's also common to have snakes and extra spiders coming out. So depending on your comfortability with certain animals versus others, that's something you should know about when you're moving to the Lakeway area. The last con is rapid development. Just like anywhere in the Austin metro, there has been a ton of growth over the past few years. So people who've been there a long time say that there's less small town feel than there once was. And they're just trying to keep up with demand for housing, and they're just building a lot of homes, a lot of apartments all around the Lakeway area. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, my contact info is right there. Reach out, and I'll catch you in the next one.